Part of the game where you produced 750 yards of offense?
Yeah, and JUCO a couple of times. it was pretty ridiculous. It kind of took me back to those days. I think we ran the ball a little bit more today, though. But, yeah, a couple of times.
Is it a case where y'all felt like y'all could just do whatever you wanted to?
Yeah, I just think we came to play. I think, the penalties made us look sloppy, but at the same time, we were executing on, pretty much at will. So, we got to go in and get everything, the false starts and things like that. That's, we got to figure out what's going on there.
Have you watched Missouri much over the course of the year?
I haven't. I watched a couple of games just when we had late games on the TV and stuff. I know everybody talks about their D-line. They have two good quarterbacks, so, we have to be ready. We have to be ready to put up points.
We're kind of using your legs. Is that just what they were showing you?
Yeah, play just broke down. I had to scramble and get there. The other one, it was a read, and, I just saw it wide open. They were playing man, and, if you can just make that guy miss, you can go a long ways.
How did Jeff look to you?
I think he looks good. I think we have, 3 or 4 really good backs right now, and, that's what you need in this conference, especially these next 2 games and going into the bowl game.
How do you think you guys have handled this last month where everyone's been waiting for this Missouri and Mississippi State game?
Yeah, I think we've handled it well. We haven't overlooked anybody. We've came to play in every single game. We've been sloppy sometimes, but, we have to correct that and be ready to go for these next 2.
How much many times have you kind of caught yourself looking ahead, though? I mean, it's human nature when you've had the bye week and Idaho and Troy.
Honestly, I honestly haven't. We know every week because, it's one thing you can go out and win games, but you don't want to go out and embarrass yourself and have a bad game and things like that, especially with the momentum we have going. So I think, everybody's one game at a time just because, you don't want to go out and embarrass yourself.
Well, Quan Treadwell again, another big game, made an outstanding play on that first touchdown.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
I mean, he is what he is. You watch him, and I think he'll probably only be here 3 years, and he'll be out. He's a really good player, and get the ball in his hands. He's physical. He can make people miss. So I mean, he's everything you want as a quarterback.
You talked earlier in the week about Vince, about how everybody overlooks him today. A lot of body control catches.
Yep. Had a couple big third down catches on post routes, and he went up and got him. So and with the guy on his back. So that's Vince. He's a physical guy who can use his body to make plays, and I think that's what most of our receivers are: big physical guys that can go up and make plays for you.
I know Barry was the one that threw it, but it's a couple times now that Jalen's been used in the passing game. How much has he added another dynamic to what you guys can do?
I mean, he has just be able to catch out of the backfield. I think he's probably, him and Jeff are both really good out of the backfield. I think, Jalen's caught a few more balls this year than him, but they're 2 really good players that we can do a lot of things with.